Toadstool Cafe. That was probably the biggest waste of time and money I have ever had to experience in my entire life. I just need to rant about it. We got in early because we're staying at the Helios. We rode the Donkey Kong ride. Then we decided to stop at the Toadstool Cafe just for fun. We're stupid. I don't know why. We should have kept on doing rides, but I digress. Matthew and Hunter got there 30 minutes before me and my mom did, and they ordered a burger and a meatball, and they were the only ones in there. Okay, only ones in there. Me and mom showed up 30 minutes after the boys had already ordered them in there, and their food was not there, and it didn't get there for about another 20 minutes.
But didn't they know you were on vacation and hungry? How dare they? Story time from Disney. Now, if you follow me on a regular basis, you know that I used to be a cast member. That's me! I know I'm normally doing Disney content, and this is Universal, but we need to have a discussion. I've had a ton of videos pop up about Universal and Epic, and there are always complaints about wait times. Well, this is a brand new park. Why are they not faster? The ride went down and nobody knew what to do. Yeah, it's new. First of all, your complaints about Epic are invalid because they're in previews. I don't think they've really opened all the way yet. But even if they have, it's brand new. You know the weird thing about amusement parks and new equipment? Yeah, it doesn't always work the way you want it to. They can run tests after tests after tests and still find issues with an attraction after people start riding it a lot. But why didn't they catch all the issues first? Because people weren't on it. It wasn't being run all day. Your expectations are flawed. You never had a car that only you knew how to drive? Like anybody that gets in it, you have to be like, well, you hit the gas a couple times before you start it. And the windshield wipers don't work perfectly well, you gotta kind of push on them. Bugs in equipment at amusement park is pretty standard. Not like those bugs, but I mean Florida. I mean like technical bugs. You could run a ride for weeks before people ride it, and then that week that people start to ride it, all of a sudden it starts e-stopping for no reason. And it could be because for the whole week you ran it, it didn't get as hot as it does now that everybody is on it, and the weight is on it, and in general, things are different. This person was complaining that their food took too long when they went to get it at Epic. But they don't realize that it could have been that the machine overheated. Could have been that they were short-staffed. You don't open a new area like that and just have everybody in places. On top of all that, one of the biggest complaints I've been seeing is people are expecting Disney. Epic isn't Disney. And it's doing really well. I'm impressed by it. But the reason a lot of people like to work at Universal is they're more laid back than Disney. Disney expects things to be done a certain way to a point that you're not even allowed as a cast member to say, I don't know. If somebody asks you a question, you are not allowed to say, I don't know. You have to say, let me find out for you. And I just highly doubt that Universal has rules like that. So a lot of the complaints are that rides will go down and there's no guest recovery done. Because even though Disney isn't living up to their expectation that we have, they still have a higher expectation than everybody else. One of the biggest issues Universal had was they didn't have enough family areas for younger kids. They added those, but they didn't just become Disney because they added them. Just like all their equipment doesn't work perfectly just because it's brand new. And please, if you go to a preview of anything in an amusement park, you need to understand that they are going to have the most issues then. These rides, whatever issues they have, are going to keep happening until the first refurbishment. So if you're going to Epic right now and you're expecting everything to run smoothly, you are setting yourself up for failure. And as anybody that has worked in an amusement park knows, anything can happen at any time. A ride could be running really good and then all of a sudden go down like 5 times in a row. People will say stuff like, why didn't they fix it the first time it went down? Because they don't know what's wrong with it. That's the bananas thing about building amusement parks. Most of the stuff in them is new or completely different than anything else. Those who are going to Epic anytime soon, Grace. I know she died 30 years ago, but we gotta find her. And honestly, that goes for anybody that goes to an amusement park. Things break down. Food gets burnt. Other guests ruin things for you. Did you know a lot of rides that if the ride goes 101, which means that the ride is down, not working, we have to empty the building no matter what. So it doesn't matter if it takes 3 seconds to fix the ride or 2 hours, you're gonna get out of the building. And I don't care how much you stand in a queue and chant or get huffy, doesn't make the ride fixed and doesn't make it not fire code to get you out of the building when we're fixing it. So what I guess I'm trying to say is don't be a mousecatool. Be patient and expect that your plan needs to be a little fluid. DeSantis happens. But